against a team like Invictus, a team like Invictus are going to thrive in the chaos. And that is something you don't want to happen. So yes, I do believe they have some game plan in mind to try and throw a curveball and catch Invictus off guard. But Invictus aren't just going to sit back and just, just allow Divine Vendetta to do whatever they want. They're still going to put up a fight. And when it starts getting a little rough for DV, that's the question I have. Can they bounce back? Can they kind of, win these 3v3, 4v4 scenarios where it looks a little unfavorable for them? And that is the big question in my mind. If that gets answered by DV, I still feel that they could potentially take it to map number 3.
Well, the potential is certainly there. The skill is there. And a player that we kind of been pronouncing wrong is Davidov, and I've forgotten his name already, how to pronounce it. So that's not a good step in the right direction. So
well, I've asked a couple of people, and everyone's given me different answers. But the one thing I know, it does originate from the cigarette brand Davidoff. So Davidoff, I guess.
Davidoff.
I don't know. I think Davidoff works as well.
Davidoff. Okay. Well,
there we go.
You know who we're talking about. It's our little nickname for him, then. When we get into things, it's going to be Divine Vendetta with an uphill battle coming into Nuke, that's for sure. There's a lot going into this one. A lot rides on them picking up this map. If not, then Invictus will be walking away with another victory here at PAL 2020 Summer. You got to remember, again, through the China qualifier. Certainly the third best team within China. Even potentially might make a statement for moving up a spot during this tournament. You take a look at this.
Yeah, sorry.
So you go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say, I like how they have this little intro videos about the different maps, talking about the kind of discussing and not just discussing, like breaking down all these cool moments in the map, all the legendary moments we've had. And for me, it's like, I've been playing this game for a very long time, and I realized, like, wow, CSGO's kind of old now. You used to think like CSGO was a new game, and 1.6 was a legendary old school one. Now you're like, wow, CSGO has had almost as long as a pro scene as 1.6. Not as long yet, though, but it's already has had a more healthier and a longer professional high-level scene than Source ever had, for example.
I started high school the year Counter-Strike Global Offensive came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I was already middle-aged by the time it came out. But anyway, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nuke will be the pick from Divine Vendetta. Obviously, Invictus having the choice side. They will be starting CD side Destroyer with a kit and a flashbang. And everyone else, I think Viva might go for a smoke incendiary. No, he's just going to go for the Keller. Just going to be looking for the deals, and why not? But Divine Vendetta, they've shown that the pistol rounds can be quite impactful.
They have, and we'll see if they can win it. The issue is Invictus is so good in this second round, so we'll see if Invictus can get off to a good start on the USPs instead. It's going to be a chance going in towards ramp, but nothing happening for Viva. Given so many opportunities, but their Glocks just rip them apart. It's going to be the pistol round, surely, going in favor of Divine Vendetta. Invictus have looked pretty rough on pistol rounds. That's something they can certainly work on.
Oh, indeed it is. And I kind of get why Viva didn't drop on down. He was just sticking around while waiting for his teammates to come out and just go for the duels. But yeah, Divine Vendetta, they've shown that they have 100% shown that they can pretty much kind of hold their own against some of the aimers on the side of Invictus. And they're going to coming straight up. Oi's going to get himself a free kill on the edge ramp, but that is going to be the call for the hit towards lower. Bomb's going to be planted, and they know exactly where Oi is. I don't see this retake going their way. So Divine Vendetta, they're going to go 1-0 up on their map pick. Who do you have your money on?
In terms of taking this map, probably Invictus. I feel like Invictus is probably going to win this 2-0. I think that was my prediction from the onset. So I don't really want to be changing it. Based on what we've seen on Inferno as well, I definitely give a lot of reasons as to why I think Invictus should be taking this in the long haul. And well, it'll be the pistol round picked up for Divine Vendetta. But yeah, they had a chance coming into this next round. Invictus have got the chance for the Deagles, and we know how good they are on them. So good opportunity here for them to get this second round under their belt. If Divine Vendetta pick this up, then good start available to them on the T side.
Yeah, the Deagles and Invictus, I think that is something that we've gotten used to them winning more rounds to the Deagles than not. 3 Deags, Oi with the MP9, he's got a little bit of Kevlar as well, because they did get those a few extra kills. Destroyer with the scout towards outer. He's gonna rattle up a few shots. Divine Vendetta not really looking to take fight towards the lobby, but look at Oi. He's up close. He's looking for some sound cues, and he's going to be walking on in, but Edge Ram just jumps up from above, finds a frag. That's the SMG taken away from their hands. VENDETTA, good usage of the utility to get control out of yard to send a few players down towards Secret. Havoc's going to find flying as well, and this time around the Deagles looking a little impotent, which is something I thought I'd probably never say.
Well, it's not done yet, but yeah, for the most part, they are definitely looking less impactful than they did. Now, Ezram is going to be up here. It's the scout from Destroyer that does take at least one kill, so it's not the clean sheet coming in here. And the Divine VENDETTA side, they do lose one player, but the bomb plant comes in towards the lower side of the map. A lot of money picked up now. And a small chance still available to the CT side here. Sergey has got himself a Galil. Havoc's been spotted. Damage has been done. He's going to be tapping away, but Sergey, oh, he had an opportunity. There won't be the kill for either of them. Havoc somehow gets a double there. That's a triple kill on the round for him. And it's 2-0 up for Divine VENDETTA. They get over the hurdle that usually are the Deagles. And now they're going into this round just against the USPs. This should be a round picked up very easily for Divine VENDETTA. This should be a third round.
This should be. Just USPs. And I like the way they played that. That was composed. They didn't like they were looking for the pushes from Invictus. A little bit some wild plays from players like Viva. I'm seeing what he likes doing, especially with the smokes around. And here we go. The fast play this time, mixing it up. Macton leading the charge. There are 4 players. All 5 players stacked towards upper. It's gonna be incendiary early on. I'm not too sure if Invictus is going to be aware of the this full stack upwards. Edge Ram gets found out. Now he knows there are at least a couple of players there, and he can hear a lot of shots taking place. So, playing this safe though, but they have lost a man early on. It was just the Mac 10, of course, hasn't been picked up either. Right now, just a waiting game.
Well, Havoc. First kill on to Viva. With the T side, Pokemon able to follow up. Continues as the Raptors player now topple, and he's going to go back for a little bit more, but the kills do come in now. Flying the Lash of any player has got a Zeus in. Well, he will find one, and Galil picked up now as well. Run back. The bombs are on the corner here as well. Gonna spot that, surely. He's getting up to T roof. The player's coming down. This could be a good bit of damage done by Flying. Still not seeing the round win coming, but a good bit of damage, perhaps. And now 1 versus 2. He's still up on the T roof. He has the positional advantage right now. If he repositions quickly, he can get himself on towards that A bomb site. That's exactly where he's going to be sprinting away. Right back in towards Mini. Now he goes back through. No kits, so remember that. No Kevlar either. Molotov, good read. Flying with a kill. He's burning. 2 HP. Moves forward. Now 1 versus 1. Flying has a Molotov of his own. He's going for the spam. He's getting close, but the damage is not enough. A kit picked up as well. That's the info given to his teammate. A Molotov goes through from the hut as well. This could be it. 20 seconds on it as well. He can stick it around the corner. 5-second defuse. What a clutch from Flying. That is just unbelievable. How has he done that? How has he pulled this off? Divine VENDETTA, that's a red face round. That is unbelievable. He starts it with a Zeus, and he pulls off the clutch.
Get out of the server. Come on. Come on.
How does it happen?
1v4.
There's the first kill. Finds the rifle, and this is the deciding factor.
Get out of the server, boys. Okay, firstly, they got the bomb, right? They have the bomb. Why does a player with no health run out there? Why? Like, it is completely unnecessary. And then, in the end, I guess they didn't realize it was a kid drop towards on top of hut. But it should have never come down to this position. I don't want to really blame Davdov for, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Davdov for playing that 1v1. It's more about everyone else. The third player. Why do you run out? It's a 1v3. Literally stick together, sit on top of each other. You still win the round. The player with no health runs outside after having picked up the C4. Instead of just heading back with his teammate, going to the upper bomb site, getting the bomb down. There's no way Flying should have won that. And we're talking about the Deagles, but it looks like a Zeus is all Invictus needs, Dinko.
Flying VENDETTA go lose rounds like that, it's very hard to be confident in this team. Gonna walk out with another buy. They start sprinting through the hut on towards the A bomb side, but it's Flying, dishing out the damage again. He only gets the 1 kill, but it's Destroyer coming in for the rest. It's just Havoc. Indian player now in a 1 versus 3. He shut down Viva. Good stuff. You know, Flying gets 1 kill. Rely upon him to be a good anchor, but the rest of the team step up this time. It's Destroyer up in Heaven. 2-2, Invictus even things up, and Divine Vendetta, they're down to the eco.
Oh, I'm still just like racking my head over the fact that Flying. How do
It's
you
utterly
throw that one
unbelievable
away?
that that has happened. Like, you never ever see that.
Or, you know, sometimes you always say, right, for someone to win. Oh, the Nova Dinko. It's not even the auto shotty. It's not the Max 7. It's a goddamn Nova. Edram finds one though. But Flying just he's feeling it, and considering what we know Flying can do, I worry. You don't want to make him feel very, very confident. Right now he is feeling really, really good indeed. Destroys the final 2 players out there. But we talk about clutches happening, unlikely clutches happening, because you know your opposition makes a couple of mistakes here and there, and you take advantage of that. This was basically Divine Vendetta literally saying, "All right, Flying, you can have the round. You can have the round right there." No way should have won that. I'm still gonna keep on harping on that particular round, the duration of this particular map.
Especially because it can actually turn out to be one of the deciding factors of this map, right? Divine Vendetta could have had a perfect T-side start. The economy could have really got going. The rounds being picked up, but it could change things. Ezram already out towards the ramp room. It's going to be putting pressure down in towards Hell. Shouts around the corner. A little bit of damage being done, but Shouts will win that aim duel. And we're right back into a 4 versus 4. Ezram, you know, I think overcommitting there on his own, but he was trying to assume a lot of control for his team. You can see why, but a little bit unfortunate that he goes down in that position alone. No trade potential whatsoever. So that man advantage that he picks up is now neutralized. We're back into a 4 versus 4.
3v3'd up, trades, Flying thick and fast, but Flying. How? I don't even. How is he allowed to just come in from behind? Pokemon finds Xiaosagi. He sees him dropping on down. He's gonna get the kill. Oh no, he doesn't. He whiffs the shot, but he knows exactly where the bomb's heading towards. Destroyer gonna immediately leg it, but Flying this time around, he's not gonna get the kill. It's all in Destroyer. With an AWP in hand, it's not gonna be an easy retake at all. He's gonna peek on out wide, spots one, actually spots both of them, and with that, Divine Vendetta with a very crucial round win. That was actually very well played from them, and with that, Invictus's money still not that bad. They can go for the buy. However, if they lose this one, Divine Vendetta would finally have broken the back of Invictus's economy.
Yeah, it's a real important round coming up here for Invictus in terms of that economy. Realizing it's on its last leg, so Paul's having to come in. It's very important that Divine Vendetta recover this round. You know, if they go down here, then we're really starting to look at Invictus, get comfortable on the CT side, and we generally know that Invictus CT sides are their weaker affairs. So every round that they pick up here on the defensive side of things, it's going to give them a huge favor going into the second half. An important round coming up for both teams, so Paul's certainly needed. I think both teams will welcome this. Here's the head-to-head between Havoc and Flying.
Flying, yeah, I mean, if you look at the kills, he has only 6 kills, but 4 of those were from that 1v4, which should never have happened. Havoc, though, has been having a pretty good map so far. Still very early days to really judge much from it. Dual up setup on new T's on CD side. This is something we touched upon earlier, Dinko, and like I can see why it can be viable. I personally am not a big fan of it.
Well, boy. Down and towards Mini. We've got Pokemon. A player we talked about getting involved in a lot of these opening engagements, getting a lot of opening fights going his way. Not so much his way, but getting involved in it at least. And so was outside early on, the front man behind the red container. 3 players currently outside for the T side. Look at Dyke's position. He's got up towards Heaven already. This is a good spot to be in. A lot of map control being assumed. If he can find something here, that would certainly open up the round for his team. I mean, from Heaven, we'll eventually realize that there's no one here but Flying. Oh, his His life is limited here. Surely he goes down. There is the kill. And that's the A bomb site completely weakened. Luckily, Pokemon has been burnt away, so Victor's not entirely out of this round, but this is not the start they would have been looking for. Tyke with a follow-up kill, this time on the Destroyer, and they've just got so much control. I'm not a fan of the setup from this A bomb site.
This positioning from Tyke is everything, and yeah, there's nothing they can do. Xiaosai and Viva, they have those guns to save. Save the AWP. Xiaosai is going to upgrade to the AK-47. And with that, Divine Vendetta, 4-3. I just like, I really do enjoy their T side. I mean, apart from that one round, even in Inferno, right? They had the 8-7 lead going into the second half. But on a map like Nuke, your CD side, you better have your comms on point. You better be very sure as to how you're going to work it. You're as have a on the hunt. Finds the kill, but they're going to just go for the hunt here. They don't want him to save the AWP. They don't have much money either to really go for the full commit on this hunt. And, well, Davdov going to get the kill. No gun save for Invictus. But yeah, on the serious side of Nuke especially, you need to have your comms on point. You need to have the protocols right in the CT side. You need to, like, for example, you know, you lose a player towards outer. You need to know immediately, without the in-game leader even having to call, you should know how your rotations are going to be like, how your default setups are going to be based on that fact, based on where you lose a player, based on where you spot a player, or based on whether you get a man advantage or not. Now, for Divine Vendetta, what I saw from them on that Inferno CD side, if that is going to be the style we're going to be seeing from them on Nuke, I kind of feel it's going to fall apart. I feel like Invictus is just going to poke and prod and make life very, very rough indeed for them. But at least for now, though, this should be easy. Destroyer, the only player with the Deagle. Everyone else is USBs. And luckily, no... Okay, hold on. Eagle gets a kill. But no Zeus for Mr. Flying, so that's a good sign.
Ooh, well, Pokemon, he's going to start tapping away at long range. Eventually will take down Oi, but is not ready for Destroyer being close. That's one kill coming back through. Now 3v3, but look at Viva's position. He might be able to get one here, but it is only the USP, unfortunately, for him. So he's under pressure. He's going to fall back, but look what's waiting. An AK-47 in the hands of Destroyer. They run right in, expecting a USP, but they find an AK, and Destroyer only finds one kill. That's how Gay goes down as well, but that was scary for a moment.
One Deagle purchase, Tinko. One Deagle purchase, and they take away 4 rifles, 4 guns from Divine Vendetta, along with, I mean, obviously you have to buy the Kevlar and everything. So Invictus, despite being pretty much a full eco, still dealing out quite a bit of damage onto the Middle Eastern side. Their money pretty honest. Now, we have another buy. This time around, they will opt just to have the Destroyer with the AWP. He has no utility, just the Kevlar and the big green zoom banger. And yeah, opting to go for a lot of rifles means that the utility game will be pretty rough for Invictus. Just a few smokes, a handful of flashbangs, no incendiaries, and in fact, not a single kit either on any of the players.
A lot of the rounds have come into the bomb plants, of course. You know, don't really want to be not having a kit, so we'll take a look at what Invictus can do here. They're hoping they can shut the round down. The utility not there for the long haul. It's the late round either. Very much these early round battles that are important for Invictus. Need to find these openings. Pokemon again, the front man. Loves to get involved early on into the rounds. I feel like when Mitch brought up the statistic of Pokemon being the highest rated player in this tournament so far, obviously that's based on one map, one series, but when you take a look at that playstyle that he has, you can be a top rated player and then you can have very poor statistics going into another matchup, because it's one of those rounds where it's one of those playstyles where if you're going up against a weaker opposition, you're going to be finding a lot of success taking those early fights, but you're going up against the likes of Invictus, you're going to be dying a lot. There's a lot of players that can take you down. Again, it's the living and dying by the sword mentality. Now with 25 seconds left, a 4v4. Good passive position back in CT spawn allows one kill to come in from Invictus, but this time Viva waiting on the lower bomb site. He's going to line them up. That's the bomb gone, dropped on the floor, and finally one kill comes back in from Divdov, but it is going to be 10 seconds left now. He'll run out to the left side, but he can't get the bomb. He cannot get it at all. He's trying to open the doors around to get it safely, but now there's no time. Oh, just brilliant plays here from Invictus. They've been so sneaky. And Southside Gate, he relocates back from CT spawn down into towards the lower bomb site. 2 important kills there in that round. There's all Viva on that B hold. He has been pretty quiet coming into this, but those kills very, very important for Invictus round win.
It's an interesting fact how Pokemon was so involved in going for this opening duels in Inferno. I think it was like he had won 6 duels and lost 5 duels, but he was a player making contact many a time on Inferno. And so far on Nuke, he has been involved in only 1 opening duel, which he won this previous round. So that's interesting. Facet coming out towards upper. It's the pistols, the Mag 10, and they're taking control of it. Invictus not really presenting any defense there. They're going for the retake play. And there's actually a lurk in the form of Davdov, who is floating around towards outer area. So 5v5 post plant on Nuke upper bomb side, something you rarely see. They're waiting for the smokes to dissipate before they go for the play here. Just the one flashbang for Divine Vendetta to keep the CTs at bay. The hit is going to be coming in right about now.
Here it goes, Destroy with a no-scope, taking down Ezram. Sounds like, yeah, as well with a double kill. This is just a shutdown at the moment. Havoc was waiting for his time to strike, and he does get 1 kill, but now it's all on Divdov. He's going to walk forward. Tech9 rattling shots away. He will go down. Defuse, just enough time for it. It's going to come close, and there we go. Just a millisecond on it. Divine Vendetta nearly get it done, but luckily Invictus get that defuse through.
For a moment, I felt like if he'd got a kill in the diffuser, that was it, right? That was a round.
Yeah, the round was done. Yeah, for sure. That was nearly huge, but just a little bit unfortunate. It comes down literally to the milliseconds, and 5-5 scoreline evened up. Invictus winning the rounds that they need. Not so much convincingly for the most part. A lot of damage being taken, a lot of players being dropped. But it doesn't matter how they get them as long as they do get the round wins.
Again, they're going to go for the fast upper hit. This time they have the weapons, though. They're going to be fancying chances, and why not? They're like, alright, they're opting to just give up the upper bomb side, playing the retake. Well, if you have the guns, maybe you can make it work. Would be the thought process for the T's. Flying, smoking off the incendiary, but this is not looking good. Flashbang to pop one in, the player's going to drop one down, but they're just walking into the trap, getting absolutely manhandled. Viva's going to fall. Yeah, that should be a call for the save. And with that, I like this. It's a good reaction from Divine Vendetta. They realize, okay, they want to play this one safe. Fair enough. You're just going to go for the hit again, but this time with the rifle to play the post plant. And with that, it is going to be, well, nothing safe for Invictus. A good adaptation coming out from the Middle Eastern side. And for Invictus, the money is kind of broken. They lose the 1 round, and they will have to go once more with the pistols. With Deagles, though, I'm kind of favor Invictus.
I love how we have to preface every single round like this with that statement, because it is so true. It comes through so often. It almost feels like a crime not to bring it up. But Divine Vendetta, I feel like they almost need a real solid T side. They need a lot of rounds, and a big buffer going into the second half, because we've already talked about the fact that so many teams in this region are pretty... Pokemon is completely ready for it. 10-7. Good opening kill. Dov ready for it. Aggressive peek from Southside Gate. Viva's positioning in towards lobby, gets a lot of info and a lot of control, but one player waiting for it. Havoc up on T-Roof. Now he's holding this position. It may look a little bit weird if you're new to Counter-Strike, but the position he's holding, looking into the floor, allows him vision from the ladder push and towards the exit of lobby. So he can spot both spots and immediately relocate his crosshair there instead of focusing on one position.
Well, edge ramp making a bit of noise, just heading up towards heavens, but yeah, this round's done. There's no one there. It's only gonna be Oi, but Davdov having no trouble getting the kill and leaving Viva alone in a 1v5, and this is unlikely. But 7 rounds on T side of Nuke with 13 played and 2 remaining. Now, if you're looking at like an EU match, I think you'd say, yeah, that they've done their job. Like, this is looking very good for Divine Vendetta. Like, they probably given them enough of a buffer to close this one out. But considering it's Divine Vendetta Invictus Gaming, I'm just gonna say it's not open to the fat lady sings.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to expect what's going to happen in this next half. I think we've seen Invictus be so good on the T side. Also, added factor that Divine Vendetta have been a little rough on that CT side. And actually, Nuke, with this addition, we've seen teams, even in the EU region at NA, we've seen a lot of rounds being picked up on the T side now, right? A huge elevation in the rounds 1. So I feel like you definitely need one or two more here for Divine and Vendetta to feel comfortable going into that second half. I think yesterday, Bren was the perfect example. They're going to win. They have to win 11 rounds on T side, it felt like. Because they were just scrapping together enough rounds on the CT side to get over the line. And this push comes through. It's Divine Vendetta trying to get in towards this A bomb site. Tight gets the opening kill. Follow up from Pokemon. They're just cleaning up right now. Destroyer finds one kill, but it's not going to be enough. Surely at this point, that Molotov is going to force Tyke back onto the bomb site itself. Southside JK's position though, this could be huge. Goes through the squeaky door, good kill from Ezram. Oh, the timing. Divtov finds the kill from behind now. It's all on the Destroyer. 90 HP in towards lobby. And with the bomb planted, Destroyer has a lot of work to do and probably not much of a chance getting it done. Divtov takes him down and it's going to be 8-5. Divine Vendetta win the half by a minimum of 1 right now. Of course, with the situation over in the Invictus gaming camp, they don't have a whole lot of money, so likely to be more than the 8 rounds already posted.
Yeah, now we're seeing why Divine Vendetta picked up Nuke, right? Like that set hit towards the upper bomb side. Invictus have no answer to it. And the retake's not easy, like especially when you leave all the Prince Eater Deagles really doing much, considering the force with which Divine Vendetta just pushing up always going to be found out as well, and leaves Destroyer alone. So 9-5. I really do like what they're showing here. Our Divine Vendetta. Again, that 1v4, if that wasn't thrown away for DV, this could have been what, 11 to 2, maybe a scoreline for them. So this is a very good solid T side coming up from Divine Vendetta. Question still remains, is their CD side good enough? Because I feel like Invictus' T side on Nuke is something you can't really take too easy either.
Although this has been a pretty average, mediocre performance from Invictus on the CT side. You have to remember, the rounds they have been able to pick up have not even been that whole lot convincing. We see one round coming in from Flying, and while this is Flying taking matters into his own hands, gets aggressive in towards lobby, finds 2. Viva also getting aggressive, and immediately the kills come in from Invictus. This is what we like to see. This is what we know they're capable of, and they seal the deal. 6th round at the half, not too bad, and they desperately needed that extra round, I feel. 10-5. That's really looking good for Divine Vendetta. But now 9-6, you want to pistol around here, Invictus. You could find yourselves evened up.
I like the mindset of Invictus. They're like, all right, guys, we can't retake, so let's just push them so
yeah, exactly.
they don't get the bomb down.
Can't do much on the CT side. So you know what, Flying, go do your thing.
Yeah, I can't retake if they don't get the bomb down, right? But yeah, important round to win. Destroy, they're almost getting a second kill as a collateral. But for Divine Vendetta, look, your T side, that was great. I mean, I'm going to keep pointing out that 1v4 they lost. I'm sure we're going to be seeing the highlights as well. But apart from that, it's been a very solid T side. They win the pistol. They played an anti-eco right. They're in for winning this one very convincingly and taking map number 3 as Davdov finds Oi, who peeks it out wide. I'm not sure why you want to send like 3 clocks out towards outer, especially with no smokes, not much utility being used, especially against these USPs from Divine Vendetta, who you know are very, very competent with the pistols. Destroyer, here's a player, but Ezram and Havoc, they strike in tandem, leaving it all in Viva. 1v5, there's nothing you can do. And again, Divine Vendetta's pistol is so very deadly.
Yeah, they're really solid on these pistol rounds. And the converse topic is that Invictus are quite dreadful on them. Viva in towards the hut. He's going to be looking for this, but Davdov takes him down. 10-6. Divine Vendetta off to a good start into the second half as well. Now coming up is the usual force buy from Invictus Gaming. The one thing I really dislike about Invictus Gaming on their T-side pistols so far is the fact that they never even get a bomb plant, right? They never even get close to getting a bomb plant. So yeah, okay, the force buys, they're good enough to win on Deagles, but you'd like to see what they can do even with AKs. Imagine they get a bomb plant, they have 3 AKs to play with alongside some Deagles. You're almost guaranteeing yourself a round win at that point.
Well, Divine Vendetta. Well, we saw them win the CT pistol. As long as they survive these anti-ecos, that's when I'm going to start to believe Dinko. Till then, it's still 50-50.
Let's see if they can do it. There's no kill yet from Invictus. Divine Vendetta actually given a lot of respect over to these pistols, not taking straight up fights, not getting aggressive. They did that in Inferno. It didn't really work for them. Oh, much more passive setup. It does give a lot of space to Invictus, but as long as they win the battles when it comes to the choke point fights, should be a bit more of a long-range battle at this point towards outside. I'm aware that the players are probably towards outside at the moment. He's kind of chilling back in. Mini doesn't want to commit yet, and Divdog's going to get a good start. Destroyer going down to the HE grenade. Now man advantage in play for Divine Vendetta. Victor's gathering in towards lobby. The rest of the players coming this way. They've got a Galil in the hands of flying. The rest with the Eagles about to hit this A-bomb site, and that's a perfect timing for that smoke. You can see they wanted to go through the door, but now that smoke comes in, they have to change it. They're going back over towards ramp, and with 30 seconds left, they need this immediate kill on towards Havoc.
Utility they have, they'll have a perfect time Molotov as well. Just keeping them at bay, there's nothing they can do. And Havoc knows they have to go pushing in through the smoke, so Flying gets to one constellation kill. 17 seconds on the clock. He's going to head straight on down, but there's a player waiting towards Decon, and it's going to be a free kill for the man. It's going to be Edge Ram. He peeks on out and prevents the bomb from getting planted. He was making sure it was not a fake. 11-6, much better from Divine Vendetta there. They lose a couple of players, but they're going to be okay with it. And for Invictus, no bomb planted. They went for the force buy. It's going to be another eco. And Divine Vendetta, they're going to get a 12 rounds, showing why they picked Nuke. And now I'm starting to believe, Zinka. Now I'm starting to believe that they knew what they're doing with this Nuke pick.
Yeah, they came into this with a few question marks beside them, but now that they win the pistol, they get the follow-up round as well. They survived the Deagle. The utility usage was on point in that round as well. Big issue for Invictus. They couldn't gather up, they couldn't use their strength in numbers, and well, now they're going to try and vent dive. They'll get down towards the lower bomb site, sprinting away, trying to get those digits punched in to allow a little bit of extra cash to enter their bank accounts, and oh, they're not going to get it. Good peek from Pokemon from the double door. Should be able to get ball plant eventually, though. Viva just making sure it's a safer plant. Although that's the job done, right? That was goal number one coming into this. Anything other than that is a huge bonus and pretty unlikely, to be honest. That's that guy now coming through the vent. He has a bit of a flank on towards Decon, so he could potentially find a kill here. But he's going to be checked. Tank with the MP9, money picked up here for him. But most importantly, here comes the buy from Invictus Gaming. They'll be able to get everything they want thanks to that bomb plant. The utility is going to be there, all the rifles, the AWP if they want it. Now 12-6. Over here for Divine Vendetta, it's a bit of a bonus round. They're keeping most of their weaker weapons in play. 4 of them are weaker weapons as well. You've got the FAMAS in play, UMP, MP9, and just the one premium rifle in the form of the M4A4.
Well, for Invictus, there was a time for them to try and close this one out. They need to start right now. Divine Vendetta just like getting a couple. Ooh, that peek from Edge Ram. Cheeky. Shaosaki. I barely even saw him, and I have X-ray on, which is wild. Pokemon finds flying through the smoke, and they're just getting hammered down. Beaver's made his way up, but he's got too many angles to check. They walk into the slaughter. And Destroyer, he watches the stream get just completely wrecked and destroyed. And Havoc looking a little confused there as Destroyer, he finds a couple. He finds a couple. Bomb's still down, though. So he needs a lot more work to do. He hasn't taken a single point of damage, but look at the setup from the CTs. 2 above the hut, 1 on the bomb side, just looking in the general direction. They should have heard that AK-47 being picked up. Destroyer has no option but to go for this. Kind of finds a timing. He pushes out through the smoke, finds another kill, but a quick trade, ensuring there was no way in hell Destroyer would be able to clutch it out. Valiant effort from him, though, from 1v5 making it a 1v2, but Divine Vendetta, they win such a crucial round. Now, despite Invictus going to be having the money to go for the buy, they're definitely running out of rounds. But Divine Vendetta, they're just growing from strength to strength in this map.
They really are, and it's nice to see they're playing good Counter-Strike. They feel much more comfortable here, at least. You can see it. Invictus quite disjointed in their approaches. A few mistakes coming in. Actually, we've seen some signs of life from Flying. But for the most part, not really the level he's been at across all of the maps we've seen so far from him. Viva's been quiet coming into this as well. Oi, extremely quiet. One of his only kills coming in this round. He's up to 5 now. So the firepower is something we usually talk about being available in heaps for the Invictus side. Actually, quite vacant at the moment. Havoc down in towards the lower bomb set already. Destroyer, swings the door open a Decon. He might go down, but Viva luckily keeps his teammate alive. Now a chance here for Invictus to win this round. They've got a man advantage. Bomb plant will come through as well.
Veteran was close by towards the ramp. He could have just tossed in the nade and prevented that from the plant from happening. But yep, he does toss in the nade. Doesn't quite get the kill. 2v3. Edge Ram finds one. Davdov rather. He is very low in health. They do have the smoke and a couple of flashes. They can potentially just try and stick this. Edge Ram though pushes in. Or he's going to get the kill and flying. Davdov is already very low with 3 players staying alive, despite Owen Destroyer being very, very low indeed. It was not to be. So Invictus have finally stemmed the bleeding. But it's still leaking all over the place, Dinko. It's spilling all over the floors, and it's not looking good.
Wouldn't look good.
Sounded very grim.
Yeah, that wouldn't look good at all.
Havoc's been having a hell of a game, though.
Oh, he has, right? He's been pretty impressive throughout this tournament so far. Obviously, we played the one best of 3, but I was quite unfamiliar with Havoc, right? Coming into this tournament, didn't really know too much about him. He impressed. He's got a lot of skill.
Actually,
he's got the best name over there as well.
Havoc, the Indian Havoc,
his real name.
One. Love Paras, yep.
Yeah.
It's if you dig up his history in Asian CS, he's played a lot of events. He used to play with Nasser before that was called Risky Gaming, the UAE team.
Yeah.
This is obviously a completely different lineup for him, but like his team, whichever team he played for, used to be the team always, most of the time, is representing the Middle Eastern region for all these Asian events, or even some of the Asian minors, right? And it's kind of unfortunate for them. Like, they always come close, but they always seem to fall at the very end. It's always the
ping issues as well for them, isn't it?
Yeah, but even on LAN, I've seen him perform on LAN. They looked very, very solid in some of the minors. I think the Zawi Extremes LAN as well. But yeah, just lack of opportunities, I feel like. But hold on, Pokemon wants to catch them all, but he's just only going to find one. Tyke with a couple, though. Flying replies back, but this is looking very grim. But Flying will fall all in Destroyer again, this time in a 1v2. However, being on 12 HP, is he going to time this one right? But no, Davdov peeks around the corner. 14-7. Divine Vendetta, they're making this look clean, they're making this look easy, and they just need 2 more rounds to take it to map number 3.
I think Divine Vendetta have done enough for me so far in this tournament to give me confidence in them moving forward in this event. I think they should be one of the teams that just about avoid the bottom 2 spots. I think there's some very weak teams in here they'll be able to take down. Divine Vendetta, to me, look like a roster that have that potential, and I'm excited to see what they can do further in this tournament. Utility's going to be used up. It's going to be a buy round here from Invictus. We're starting to get into the last few stages, their last few chances for them. Flying's going to get that opening kill onto Ezram. Man advantage picked up from Invictus Gaming. Gonna try and convert this, but Pokemon, he's gonna pull it right back, gets aggressive, but stays up on top of Red a little too long, and now he's dead.
Well, Invictus still not going to go down. The fighting in Davdov, though, again, the aggression from this man. He's aware. He's aware where the second player is going to come in from. And Davdov, just so much awareness as Havoc's going to catch Oi as well. And the man advantage is just falling apart, Dinko. It's going to be Xiao Sage. He finds one, but with that kill, is given away his position. Well, finds Davdov. It's suddenly looking doable. And he's going to clutch it out. 1v3. The bomb was nowhere nearby. And yet, somehow, from the jaws of defeat, he just... I don't know how he brought that back.
That's just utterly incredible. That's it. That's the kind of round that might swing things around here for Invictus. Might give them an opportunity to start to claw a few rounds back in. But he has been the player that has been performing above double figures, really doing a good bit of work. And yeah, one of those fragging in-game leaders. Oh, quick play again, Invictus, this is something they love. They love to change the pace, and we'll see if Divine Vendetta can hold on. It's Ezram with the Eagle. Okay, the Eagle's popping off, getting kills left, right, and center, but luckily Oi gets one back, but it's not enough. A 3 versus 1 in total for Flying. He's gonna find it, surely, at this point. That's the easiest 1 versus 3 I've ever seen. How has he made it look that easy? Flying is just incredible.
Yeah, but also Divine Vendetta almost giving Invictus a taste of their own medicine with the Eagles.
That was close.
But yeah, they win 2, but both the rounds were 2 1v3s, Dinko. That's not a sustainable way of, you know, kind of coming back into this series. They still haven't hit double digits, and for Divine Vendetta, yeah, it's gonna be an eco right now, but as long as they stick to their guns, stick to what they've been doing so far, I still feel they're gonna close this one out, maybe 16-12, maybe 16-13, but still eventually. But you can never ever count out Invictus is one thing I've learned.
You can always do some damage, and what? The kill's coming back in. There's no pistols available for Divine and Vendetta into this round. And not the good kind either. 250 USP. This is Viva in the bomb plant. Tight goal, he swings the door open, but Oi was always coming in from behind. 10 rounds picked up. As soon as you hit double figures, I feel like there's that sort of mental switch that turns on in your head. Okay, right, it's 14-10 now. This is certainly doable if we just keep our heads down and take it round by round. And I love how he's going to attempt this knife kill. Would be ill-advised to chase up the vent. There is only USP on the other side, and they have got a player on upper already. Oi hunting him down. I wouldn't really be a fan of losing a player here on the T side, to be honest. And oh, they're going to jump around the corner. Luckily, so yeah, he does take him down. 14-10, double figures reach now for Invictus Gaming. Money back in the bank for Divine Vendetta. It's time to show us what they're made of in this one.
Well, the buy is... it's going to be pretty decent. And oh, there we go. No, yeah, it's not terrible, but I appreciate how Divine Vendetta have opted to give more priority to the utility rather than just going for the full rifle buys. We have see a couple of FAMASs there, but hey, that's fine. Personally, I'd like maybe an MP7 coming out, or maybe a UMP, just to have that extra incendiary or two. But yeah, that's fine. No kits though, so that means Divine Vendetta, they need to make sure that retake should not be a scenario they have to be faced with. Shaosage with the MAC-10, game leader. They're just pushing on in fearlessly, and he's gonna spot out Davdov. It's pretty close up. He's done a great job, but this is, I feel, a little unnecessary. Kill happens for Davdov, and he is gonna be holding the line, and this could be it. This could be map and match point. Destroyer once again left another clutch scenario, but this time, Dinko, it's a 1v5. The bomb dropped in no man's land, and he should be done for. Davdov gets to kill. That looked a little discombobulated. I guess that's the word I'm looking for here for Invictus.
Yeah, they certainly were. A little confused as to what was happening in that one, and Dov getting one good repositioning just to fall back in and relocate, and really bits Viva into taking that fight. I feel like a lot of these Asian teams kind of smell blood, right? And they immediately just start taking the fight. So you just stop thinking about all logical explanations as to why one player would fall back and try and pull you into a bait setup. It's just kind of, well, that's the fight I'm taking, and I will do everything to take that fight. So, good start again in this round from Divine Vendetta. It's Divdov that takes down Viva, and man advantage picked up. See if they can convert this round into a win on map number 2 to send us to the 3rd. Destroyer's gonna put one back on the Deagle.
Oh. This is it, Dinko.
Yep, certainly done at this point. Destroy the last remaining player. There's nothing he can do now with this Deagle. He's got an AK to play with, but Havoc's position, he's just been so good, but he's gonna go down. Destroyer finds him. 1 minute left in play. Good bit of time for Destroyer to try and work with here. Issue is 25 HP. Because he does have the bomb. So 3 players. It's very difficult to see a world in which this does happen. Destroyer's going to start walking forward. Looks towards heaven. No one coming over the top, and there it is. Kill comes in from Divdov. It's going to be 16-10. Divine Vendetta force us to a 3rd map. Brilliant stuff on the 2nd map. Actually, quite convincing, to be honest. Invictus